50 Cent got this new cross that I liked, and guess what I did? I made it. Why not? All right, it comes in different colors, styles. 50, thank you for the inspiration. You're a true gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you won't mind. And then the black diamond one, this is my favorite one. This is what you want. It's on TraxNYC.com. I don't know where 50 got his, but I know where I got mine.
50 Cent got this new cross that I liked, and guess what I did? I made it. Why not? All right. It comes in different colors, styles. Music 50, thank you for the inspiration. You're a true gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you won't mind. And then the black diamond one. This is my favorite one. This is music what you want. It's on TraxNYC. I don't know where 50 got his, but I know where I got mine. There is a jeweler right now today sitting in New York City's Diamond District who built his entire empire off selling fake gold to rappers, passing off 10-carat garbage as 14 music-carat VVS cloning celebrity pieces, putting famous faces on. Products those celebrities never touched, never approved, never even knew existed, and for years, nobody said a word, but then 50 Cent found out, and you already know how that story ends. What happened next set off a chain reaction so wild, so absolutely unhinged that it ended with a $5 million federal lawsuit. A full-on brawl inside the Diamond District that went viral across every platform, snorts, 2 arrests, somebody getting spat in the face, and a man getting choked with his own chain. All roads lead music back to one name, TraxNYC. Y'all need to hear this. Let me break it down. Alright fam, before we get into the chaos, we need to establish who we're actually talking about here. Because TraxNYC isn't some random nobody. This man built something real. Or at least that's what the world was supposed to believe. Moxa Johnny, that's the government name. But the streets know him as Trax. He runs TraxNYC, a celebrity jeweler operation based right in the heart of Manhattan's Diamond District. 64 Music West 47th Street to be exact. The spot is legendary. The address alone carries weight. This is where real money moves. Music where rappers cop their chains. Where athletes come to flex. The Diamond District is the epicenter of the jewelry game in America. And TraxNYC had planted its flag right in the middle of it. And this man was not small time. We're talking over 5 million Instagram followers. Verified, famous. He's worked with Busta Rhymes, Kodak Black, Mr. Beast. Yeah, the YouTube guy with 300 million subscribers came to Trax. This man was even in a Hollywood movie. You remember Uncut Gems? The Adam Sandler film that had everybody stressed out of their minds? That chaotic, fast-talking jewelry store movie? Trax played a character in that film. A jeweler. Art imitating life. No cap. So when I say this man had credibility, I mean it. He had the club. He had the platform. He had the customer base. Rappers trusted this man with their money and their image. But here's the thing about building an empire in the Diamond District. Everybody is watching everybody. And in a world where perception is currency, some people don't build their reputation. They borrow somebody else's. And that's exactly where this whole thing starts to unravel. It's the summer of 2024. 50 Cent Curtis Jackson, the gun-it general, the man who turned bankruptcy into a business empire, the man who sued people for sport, starts noticing something on his timeline. TraxNYC is posting videos on TikTok, on Instagram, content after content. And in these videos, Trax is holding up jewelry, chains, crosses, pendants, music, and right next to those pieces of jewelry, 50 Cent's face, 50 Cent's name, 50 Cent's image, being used to sell these chains without a phone call, without a contract, without a single dollar going to Curtis Jackson. But here's where it gets crazy. Trax wasn't just passively using 50's name. He was loud about it. This man posted a picture of 50 Cent and Drake together and captioned it, "Yo, at 50 Cent, you should be a jeweler." Hit TraxNYC. TraxNYC.com or call 212-TRAX, and I let that marinate for a second. He tagged 50 publicly in a post advertising his jewelry business using 50's image without permission, as if 50 Cent was going to see that and say, "You know what? That's a great idea. Let me partner up with this man." That's not even the bold part. In an August TikTok, Trax went a step further. He filmed himself holding up a cross chain that looked nearly identical to one 50 Cent had been spotted wearing. And then looking directly into the camera, he said, "And I need you to hear this clearly. We just jocked your style. I know you watch my videos, and now I'm watching your Saint and jocking music your Saint, just like you jocked my S-Gang." He told 50 Cent, one of the most litigious, most aggressive, most legally trigger-happy men in the music industry, that he copied his jewelry and he doesn't care. Now, at this point, a smarter man might have taken the L quietly, removed the posts, moved on. But Trax doubled down. 50 Cent saw it, and 50 did what 50 always does first. Music, he gave a warning. He got on Instagram and wrote, "This was a bad idea. You will regret doing this. I promise." You know what Trax said back? "You don't. You got better things to worry about, family." Music, he told 50 Cent he had better things to worry about. There are maybe 5 people on this planet who can say that to 50 Cent and get away with it. Makauda Johnny is not one of those people. October Music 10th, 2024. That's the date. Market 50 Cent through his company NYC Vibe LLC walks into federal court and drops an 18-page lawsuit on Maksud Agajani and TraxNYC Corp. And this isn't some small claim situation. This man is asking for a minimum of $5 million. TMZ Hip Hop obtained the documents, and the legal language is surgical. The lawsuit charges trademark infringement and violation of 50 Cent's right of publicity. But here's what the actual complaint says. And this is important because this is the part that reveals the full scope of what was happening. The lawsuit states that the defendants willfully and knowingly created imitations of an original necklace designed exclusively for Jackson. Not inspired by, not similar to imitations, copies. They took a custom piece, a piece made exclusively for 50 Cent, replicated it, and then used 50 Cent's face to sell those replicas to consumers who would naturally assume they were getting something connected to the man himself. The lawsuit goes even further. It states point blank, Jackson did not purchase his necklace from defendants, and Jackson has never authorized defendants to capitalize on his goodwill and reputation in order to promote their goods and services. And the consumers were already confused. The court documents included actual comments from Trax's YouTube posts where fans were saying things like, "I'm a big 50 Cent fan. I want the silver and gold." These people genuinely believed 50 Cent had some kind of relationship with this jeweler. That's not an accident. That's not a coincidence. That's intentional misdirection. And 50's legal team made sure the judge understood exactly that. His rep put it plainly. Mr. Jackson takes the unauthorized use of his name and likeness for commercial purposes seriously. Translation: music, pay up or face consequences, and there will be consequences. Now, here's where it gets entertaining because Trax, even after getting hit with a federal lawsuit, did not sit down quietly. No. This man went on Instagram, held up a cross necklace, music, and essentially tried to appeal to 50 Cent's spirituality. He said, "Yo, 50, a cross is meant for forgiveness, redemption, forgiveness of sins. Forgive, forget, let it go, brother." 50 responded immediately. "Let me think about it. Nah, you tried to play with me. You know the vibes by Monday." But wait, it gets worse or better, depending on how much you enjoy watching Audacity operate at maximum levels. Trax decided his next move was going to be a PR stunt. He hopped in a car, drove to South Jamaica, Queens, 50 Cent's old neighborhood, the block where Fifth grew up, and this man started handing out bars of silver to residents claiming they were worth over 50,000, saying he was giving a kilo for 50. He went to 50 cents during an active federal lawsuit music to do a giveaway. That is either the most gangster move or the most reckless move in recent celebrity beef history, possibly both. None of it worked. By May 2025, the legal walls were closing in. Johnny issued a formal public apology both online and at his physical storefront. Music acknowledging that he had used 50 Cent's image, name, and intellectual property without consent. Music he removed all the offending content. He expressed regret, and 50 Cent, satisfied that the record had been set straight, Music formally dismissed the lawsuit. Done. Over. But here's what nobody was paying attention to while all of this was going down. TraxNYC wasn't just out here playing games with celebrity images. There was something else lurking. Something that would make the 50C situation look like a warm-up. Let me connect some dots for you, gang music, because this is where the real tea lives. While TraxNYC was busy fighting 50 Cent's legal team in federal court, something was allegedly happening on the floor of the Diamond District that tells a much bigger story about how this man operated. See, the Diamond District on West 47th Street isn't just one store. It's a building full of individual booths, jewelers operating side by side, sharing the same physical space, competing for the same customers. And in that environment, reputation is everything. If your name rings bells, customers seek you out. They come in, asking for you specifically. And that's exactly what someone was allegedly exploiting. According to Johnny himself, there was a competing jewelry operation inside that building, a company called AAE Diamonds, run by brothers George A. and Freddie AAE, who had allegedly been running a scheme. When customers came into the Diamond District looking for TraxNYC, asking for specific pieces they'd seen on TraxNYC's website, AK Diamonds employees would allegedly intercept them. Tell them that TraxNYC was out of stock on that piece, but they could help. They had something similar, and it was the same quality, same gold, same craftsmanship. It wasn't. This is where the fake gold situation comes in. And this is the part that should make every rapper, athlete, and celebrity who's ever spent serious money at the Diamond District genuinely uncomfortable. A customer came to Johnny with a bracelet, a $22,000 bracelet that they'd purchased from what they believed to be either a TraxNYC product or a comparable item from someone in the same building. The customer had been told the piece was 14-karat gold VVS quality, the real thing. Ani didn't take their word for it. He tested the bracelet on camera with the customer sitting right there watching. And the test came back showing that the bracelet contained just 10-karat gold, not 14-karat, 10-karat. For anyone who doesn't know the difference, and I'm going to break this down because it matters. 14-karat gold contains about 58 pure gold. 10-karat gold contains about 42 pure gold. We're talking about a significant difference in both quality and value. If you're paying $22,000 for 14-karat gold and you're receiving 10-karat gold, you are being defrauded. Period. Full stop. No gray area. And if this was happening systematically to multiple customers over multiple years, then we're not talking about a mistake. We're talking about a deliberate organized scheme to pass off inferior gold as premium product using TraxNYC's name and reputation as the lure to bring customers in. The street's been talking about this kind of thing for years, fam. The Diamond District has a reputation, and not all of it is good. For every legitimate jeweler in that building, there are stories about gold that isn't what it's supposed to be, diamonds that don't match their certificates, and customers who paid premium prices for a product that didn't hold up. It's one of the worst-kept secrets in the jewelry game. But nobody has ever gone on camera with a receipt with a live gold test with the customer present and put it all out in the open like this. Johnny Music said it plain. This is the receipt of this disgusting company that pretends to be me. Music, they sold my customer their bracelet and ripped him off on the gold. These rats have done this over and over again. And I tolerated it over and over and over again. This wasn't the first time. He said he tolerated it, which means there were prior incidents, which means this was a pattern, which means there could be more victims out there. Regular customers, celebrities, athletes who paid real money for fake gold and never knew. January 1st, 2026, Music New Year's Day. While most people are sleeping off the previous night, Johnny posts the first video to Instagram, laying out the allegations, showing the receipt, running the gold test. The clip hits immediately. Millions of views within hours. January Music 2nd, 2026. Around 2:30 p.m. Ani decides he's done waiting for a response. He's going to get his money, $22,000, the full amount the customer paid, directly from the source. He walks into the diamond district with that bracelet in hand and walks straight up to the Akai Diamonds booth. Camera rolling. What you see in the footage is jarring. Johnny is in somebody's face screaming, "Where's my money? Mother of care. You said VVS 14 karat and you're using my name, you king music thief." Security rushes in. People from neighboring booths come over. The whole building is watching. A crowd forms in the aisle and Johnny doesn't back down. He's holding that receipt. He's holding that bracelet. He's presenting evidence like he's the prosecutor, the judge, and the bailiff all at once. At some point, he gets pulled back from the booth. The situation seems like it might de-escalate. It does not de-escalate. He comes music back, and when he does, one of the men at the Akai booth spits directly in his face. Full spit in the face on camera. And that's when the Diamond District of New York City turned into a war zone. What followed was a full brawl, shoving punches, people from every direction getting involved. By the end of it, Johnny is posting photos from a hospital. He's showing redness on his neck where he says someone tried to strangle him using his own chain. He's showing a mark on his head from where he says he was struck. Music, and in his caption, he writes, "These scammers spat in my face and tried to kill me." The NYPD Music responded. They assessed the situation. And when the dust settled, George AAE and Freddie AAE, the two brothers who run Akai Diamonds, were arrested and charged with assault. Two men arrested in handcuffs, let out of Music the Diamond District on camera. That footage spread everywhere. Reddit, X, TikTok, Instagram, every platform. By the next morning, TraxNYC, Akai Diamonds, and the Diamond Music District were trending simultaneously. Johnny later appeared on Adam Ross' Kick live stream, visibly shaken, but not backing down. He said, "I'm not here to be spat on. I'm not here to be strangulated. I'm not here to be dealing with none of this." They got arrogant. They got blinded by greed. Music, you get blinded by your sins, and then you underscore things up. That's what happens. He also made it clear he's coming with the lawsuit next. Now, here's Music where people really need to start connecting the dots.